Before we begin this episode, a quick message to the CHC audience.
We would like to invite you to check out another podcast that we enjoy.
Have you ever wanted a life filled with more joy, more happiness, or more belief in yourself? Well, if so, listen to Better You, a motivational podcast. You will find the host, Colin Hayes, along with other live speakers who will give you ideas and ways to better your life. Better You is available on Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, and iTunes under Better You, a motivational podcast. Also, check us out on our website, better_you.buzzsprout.com, or all social media at Better You Show. Thank you.
Let you in on an aspect of the world that you're not normally accustomed to.
I could have been a totally different person.
Yeah, right now.
Since 12 hours ago.
Could have been wearing a business suit today. Who knows?
With a fanny pack.
With a fanny pack. Just classing up the joint.
That's a fantastic idea.
It's the only kind of ideas I have, sir.
It's Corner House Chronicles Day.
It's just different enough.
And here's the kicker, boss. They're all the same personality.
They're assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just 1.5 million asshole penguins.
Best part.
I'm going to try and pace it out, so just as you forget about me, I'll just pop in and remind you.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Corner House Chronicles. I'm John.
I'm Jason.
I'm Aaron.
Aaron's back, y'all.
Woo.
Episode 67. And record. Go. We survived the Polar Vortex. I hope everybody else in the Midwest and Northeast United States did too. And Canada. Can't forget about you guys up there.
America's hat.
It was cold, boy.
Did you do the science experiment where you throw the boiling water up in the air for your kids?
Hell no.
I did it twice.
Yeah?
Why'd you do it twice?
My son decided, well, he was watching, and my daughter's watching, and I get out there, and just as I go through, he drops his toy, so he turns away from the window, picks up his toy, turns around, and I walk back in. I'm like, what'd you think? And he's like, did you do it?
Ouch.
And you're like, boy, it's fucking cold out there.
So I had to go boil another little pot of water.
I did see a video. Gentleman in New York went out to do it. It was not cold enough, or he threw it the wrong way to start off with. He threw it towards his face.
Oh, boy.
And he didn't check the wind.
Yeah, and it went right on his head. Like,
You know the old song, don't spit into the wind?
Yeah.
You also
Yeah.
don't throw boiling water into the wind.
No.
he should-
Holy cow.
There was a lot wrong with his technique.
Does the video end with him screaming and
Yeah,
rolling around on the ground?
Not rolling around on the
Oh.
ground, but screaming and running back inside. Shaking his hands up by his face like, ah!
No, I saw the kids in Minnesota throwing pairs of pants up, like frozen pairs of
yeah,
pants. They were
yeah.
sticking in the
They
ground.
weren't frozen. They were
They
just
were just wet.
Oh,
They
is that what it
walked
was?
out, Threw it up.
Okay.
it froze in air and then perfect.
And then somebody set like 2 or 3 of them outside of a 7-Eleven or something in the parking lot, so it looked like the people were standing around. I don't know. It was goofy. They had, what, minus 60 up there?
Yeah.
I think.
It's close to that.
North Dakota, places up there. Ooh. Nope.
A friend of mine posted on Facebook. See if I can bring it up real quick. I don't know if it was at their house or a cabin or what exactly, but he posted a picture of his a toilet. Hopefully it wasn't the one at his house.
Frozen?
Worse than you think.
Oh, no. I get the chills just thinking about that. Whoa. That's the inside?
Yeah, so the top of the tank,
Whoa, the upper decker part.
yeah, all froze into a giant ice cube. And apparently the porcelain shattered.
That's insane there.
Because the water kept expanding.
Yeah, holy shit.
That is not something you want to walk home and be like, oh, yay.
Imagine if that shit happened like 3 a.m., right? You're sound asleep, and all of a sudden your toilet shatters.
You start hearing like a little cracking, like, what the fuck is that? Then,
No, thank you.
yeah.
Where was that at?
I'm not exactly sure. You
Oh.
didn't say yet.
Okay.
God damn.
Hopefully it wasn't at his house.
That's crazy.
Hopefully it was at work or something.
Yeah, I did see on the news, it was like 18 reported deaths because of the polar vortex. I mean, that shit got serious. One guy froze to death in his truck. I mean, it was...
Damn.
Did you get the text message to lower the heat?
I
The
did.
alert at like, what, almost midnight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in bed. I was maybe say 80% asleep, like just going, and then that started going off. I'm like, what the fuck?
What's going on?
Best response ever I saw on Twitter. So it was like Michigan just universally got yelled at by their dad to turn down the thermostat.
Yep. I saw a meme that had, I think it was the governor, and it said, please turn your thermostats to 65, blah, blah, blah. And then underneath it, it was Rick from Pawn Shop, Pawn Stars. And it was like, best I can do is 75.
Well, I went into work the Friday, and I was talking to my boss. He was like, yeah, that notice was from Consumer Energy. I was like, oh, what the hell?
Right. Not even DTE.
Not even DTE.
That's rough.
I think we went down to like 68 was the lowest we went, you know, because our house is a slab, so that ground is fucking cold all the time. But, yeah, I put a couple more layers on and grab a blanket, just in case. Not 65.
No, I didn't. I think I got probably right around 70. I met in the middle. I'm like, yeah.
It was cold, man. I get the chills just thinking about how damn cold it was. That was insane.
Step outside, have one cigarette come in, the glasses don't defog for another 10 minutes.
Yep. I made the mistake of going outside with my hair was still damp from a shower.
Oh, no.
And the curls froze like instantly. And I was in the van like, holy shit, dude.
Shaking your head like wind chimes.
Yeah. That was crazy, man. That was cold. Say the best thing, though, or the coolest thing from all of it was all the pictures of the lakefront. Like the light poles and the different things with like the mist coming off the lake and freezing on these
spray,
like oh man, it was like something out of a Tim Burton movie. It was cool.
You should have took a selfie of you with the frozen hair, and then we could have superimposed the Jamaican bobsled and John Candy.
Some people, they cannot believe Jamaica's got a bobsled team.
Next time it gets that cold, I'll do it.
For the next Polar Vortex, we got a plan.
I was looking at one of the news had an overhead map showing how much of the lakes have frozen.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how bad was that?
Insane. I mean, they're not clear across, but but they are a good distance inwards.
Oh yeah.
I was amazed.
A lot of videos from like Chicago and Pittsburgh and different places where the main rivers are running through the city and just
I've seen the
chunks of
Chicago
ice just
one
flowing through. It was like, whoa, dude. Woo. That movie, The Day After Tomorrow. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Where everything freezes and they just crossed off
the day after.
just said tomorrow. Or the other one that said, Mother Nature heard y'all was talking shit. I'm outside. What's up?
Did you see the one where it shows the weather, the United States, and it shows all the temperatures, and it shows sub-zero, and it says sub-zero winds.
Yep. Or the wall on Canada's border to keep the cold out.
I saw one store put up a sign that said, it's so cold outside, please make sure the door shuts because we don't want to let sub-zero in.
I liked one they showed, like on the news, they show the different colors, like from white to dark purple, and it's gonna be cold. And then where the polar vortex was, they didn't put any color. And the comment was, "It's so cold, they don't even have a color for it yet." Did you hear about the lady in Chicago? She got paid for 20 hotel rooms.
I did see something about this
I thought
on.
it was more than that.
It was more people, but I think it was only
All right, 20
She
rooms.
put like
I think
3
it
or
was
4
80,
people in a room or
it was
something.
like 80 people.
almost,
Yeah.
just to get them out of the cold.
Yeah, that's
Good.
solid.
Oh yeah, good for her.
That's solid. I actually have a buddy whose his dog went missing in Chicago. He's been looking for him for about 2 weeks now. We're
Oh,
like,
no.
man, I hope he got somewhere safe before that shit hit, you know?
Yeah.
Too cold. Too cold. But thank you to the groundhog, right? He didn't see a shadow. So that means we got 6 weeks till spring, I think it is.
6 more weeks of winter.
Yep. Is that how that works?
Yeah, it's funny. It always adds up to the first day of spring. It's creepy.
Right. It's a rodent. Come on.
It's also a great movie.
So it's either 6 more weeks of winter or 6 more weeks of spring.
Till spring.
No, it's
So how does it always add up?
well, he always sees his shadow
Oh.
or whatever.
No, he didn't see a shadow today from what I read.
He never sees a shadow or one or the other. It's
No, I think it's
So
like
it's a con. It's just a long con.
yeah, it's just
it's just a party.
yeah.
That's all it is.
There's hope, is all.
People standing around watching a rodent come out of a tree trunk.
Yeah.
Yes. The
You've
movie. We've
you've
seen it, right?
Yeah,
put
come
in.
on.
What was your favorite part of that movie? Do you have one scene that really just stays with you forever?
When he has a groundhog and he's driving the truck.
Yeah.
He's like, don't forget to check the mirrors. Just corner of the eye. Corner of the eye. He's doing good for a quadruped.
I love it when he's walking, counting down to where they drop the money, and he just
Yeah.
takes the bags. Hi, Doris.
Fix your bra, sweetie.
Yep. You got one?
It's such a good movie. I think I like the part where he just gets so fed up that he wakes up and just walks through and just tells everybody everything
Yeah.
and just like leaves a wake of amazement.
Watching Jeopardy drinking a fifth of Jack.
When he throws the toaster in the bathtub's pretty funny.
Yeah. I like that he took the time to get pieces of bread to put in the toaster. I mean, he didn't need it, but
I wonder if it was
a nice
script
touch.
or if that was just Bill Murray. Like, get me bread. What are you talking about? Just do the scene. Get the tub. Nope. I need bread. I didn't see. Was it on today? It had to have been on at some point, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they do the 24 hours.
They
or
should.
A marathon. A couple channels used to, but I don't know if that's getting out of style. Or,
I'm sure it was TBS.
Probably.
I got no cable, so
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch too much TV. I slept most of the day, so whatever.
did you see that documentary on Netflix about him?
Bill Murray?
Yeah.
The one, No One's Gonna Believe You?
Yeah.
I got about 10 minutes in, then I had to go to work.
I
haven't got
seen
back
it.
to
Is
it
it
You
yet.
haven't seen it? It's all about him tracking the person doing the documentary, tracking down all the people with
The
all the
stories.
stories of Bill Murray,
No one's ever gonna believe you.
of all him taking a bite of a sandwich, him showing up at a wedding, him showing up at a house party,
Doing the dishes.
and just going through all this. And all this time, he's calling them and He found the private number because Bill Murray doesn't have an agent. You
Yeah.
just call and leave a voicemail and hope he gets back to you.
Or you send him your script and that, and if he reads them all, and if he likes it, he'll contact you.
So the whole movie, he's trying to get a hold of him, and he's going through it. And at the end, Bill Murray owns a minor league team down there, part owner in Charleston,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So he spends a lot of time down there. So he caught up with him at the ball game, and ran up to him, and he's like, in that moment, I realized I don't need him for the movie. So he just got a picture with him. And so he tells the whole story, but then at the end, he's like talking about his philosophy on life, about how he does all these things because he can make a difference in people's lives, where now they have these stories of this amazement, and what's it to him, a night, 10
Yeah.
minutes?
Yep.
But he was like, if you look back over the course of all the movies he's chosen, all of them have a very similar outlook on life, that you're to enjoy life, live in the moment. Whereas like
Shows a
Groundhog's Day,
positive. How to change
does
your
that.
life for the better.
all of his characters always are living spontaneously or have some outlook on life where it's carefree.
So he is the character.
Pretty much.
Right.
And he like
Right.
puts that into every one. And they were talking about like Caddyshack, where he starts he starts talking about starts quoting and talking about you have to live life, and I forget the scene, but they show it in there, and he was like, he just impromptu added that in, and he does that in a lot of movies to make sure he gets that point in every movie that he's in. I was like, man, I've never looked at his body of work like that.
Yeah.
But once you start looking at
And it makes
that way,
more sense. You're like, oh, like have you seen the movie St. Vincent?
I have not.
So
I haven't either, no.
fairly recent. He plays a Vietnam vet, comes back, just like angry old man neighbor, telling people to fuck off, this and that.
Mm-hmm.
Degenerate gambler, alcoholic. His new neighbors come in. It's a single mom and a young kid. She starts paying him to babysit while she's at work. She's a nurse. He's just doing it for the money. Eventually builds a bond with the kid. It was really good. But, like you said, changes his outlook from being the grumpy old man who doesn't really give a shit about life anymore and all this bad's happened to him to where seeing the positive through the eyes of a kid and it's like, oh, no, this is cool.
It's pretty amazing because I mean, you think of even some of the like Stripes, you wouldn't see that in there, but what is his character?
Yeah.
Free living. You
Yeah.
know, they go on this, the adventure and just
Yeah.
does what he pleases. character.
finds focus, and then
Ghostbusters,
Yeah.
same thing.
Ever since you started telling me this, all I can think of is the second half of What About Bob?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that's like the movie.
Right. So, I don't know. That was pretty amazing.
I'm gonna have to watch the rest of that now.
Yeah, it's worth it.
You'll have to check it out for sure.
Especially see the part, like the house party that he's at. He's playing drums with a band. He was with the band, and this house party always goes on every year. And they invited the band over. Like, well, can we bring Bill Murray? And they're like,
Yeah.
No.
yeah, right, yeah, right. And then he shows up, and he's just hanging out, and the cops come. Just, hey, you gotta turn it down.
Bill Murray's like, hey, how's it going?
And Bill Murray's in playing tambourine. He's like, sorry, officers, I can't. And they're like, excuse me? He's like, Bill Murray's over here playing, and we can't shut it down.
Right. It's
And-
Bill Murray.
And
the cops are
they
like-
show the video footage of Bill Murray getting up, walking over to the cop,
Yeah.
slamming the tambourine in his face, just talking to him. The cops end up coming in and partying. They tell the story about him going to the one party. I don't think it was that house party, another one. And he lectured the girls. The girls were having a party. You're going to have guests over, and you have dirty dishes in the sink. Go
Yeah.
enjoy your party. And he does the dishes for them.
Because one kid went to go get a glass because all the solo cups are out. And he walks back there, and Bill Murray's at the sink washing all the dishes. He's like, no way.
And they got footage of, like, from these people. They got the footage. And
Yeah.
It's
What's the name of it again?
No one's going to believe you. I think.
Okay. On Netflix?
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to check that out tomorrow
it's
or
worth
something.
it's worth a watch. I just stumbled upon it and I was like, yeah, all right, I'll give that a shot.
I'm a sucker for a good documentary, that's
Oh.
for sure.
Can't go wrong with Bill Murray either.
Oh, yeah.
So we were talking about Groundhogs Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I recently came across another fan theory, similar like we did with the Big Lebowski.
Are you on some newsletter list for these?
No.
Probably read it.
Yeah, it's Reddit.
This wasn't even your homework either.
Something-
Or is this the winner of your web?
No, this is not the winner of the web for me, but it was intriguing. So Harold Ramis directed the movie. In an interview, he said that pretty much that loop goes on for years, like 100 years. It's an insane amount, at least in the script it did. They just cut it up and condensed it
Right.
to give an idea of like, it's an eternity. One person was like, if you notice, every day, a lot of, the same shit happens. But the biggest confrontation of his day is Ned Ryerson. Needle Nose Ned. Ned the Head. Bing! Bing! And he's always trying to sell him insurance. And every day he turns him down or, threatens to hit him, what have you. And the very last day, what does he do?
Tells me he's going to buy insurance.
He buys all the insurance.
One of everything, right?
Pretty much. Volcano insurance.
the
Anything
gold
they got.
package.
Exactly. So the fan theory is that Ned Ryerson is actually the devil,
What?
putting him in this loop because he hasn't changed his ways. Much like you said, every movie that Bill Murray's in has the same fundamental meaning.
Yeah.
And until he changes his outlook, the old homeless man feeds him, starts taking care of him, starts helping people, starts doing good.
Obviously with the woman, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, fuck yeah, Ned, I'm buying all the insurance. And
The
it's like-
devil, though, that's
and it's
kind
like
of...
signing the contract like, bam, all right, you're free.
Wow.
No. It's an interesting little theory.
So is that his hell?
I would say so. Being stuck in a town he hates
On a day he hates.
on a day he hates,
With people he hates.
but it makes him get rid of his ego. It changes his life.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Explains why he never succeeds trying to kill himself.
He just wakes up again.
Right. That makes sense.
I was like, no. You're not done.
Ned the Head. Who would have thought?
Apparently
That's a-
some random person on Reddit.
That's a good theory. It may or may not fall under the way too much free time on your hands.
Yeah, I often
umbrella.
wonder how people like, how much time have you invested in on this theory? Was it a random like, maybe he's the devil? And somebody's like, holy shit. And the guy's like, what, you never thought of that? Or it could have been like, all right, let's track this down.
That's what you get when you watch movies on DMT. Really deep.
They're
in
like,
movies.
Right.
Ned is the head.
What?
The floating head.
What'd you say, Head? Is he really the devil?
Wow, that's two solid theories, though, that you pulled
really-
off of
yeah.
Reddit. Those are nice.
I mean, for like those two, there's probably 150 that I've read that I was just like, where the fuck are you getting this shit?
Right. Do you have any personally about any movies or TV shows or anything like that where you're like, this is my theory? Maybe you haven't talked about it or done any more digging into it, or
Ooh, I'd have to.
maybe homework for another episode.
Yeah.
That's kind of on the spot. I don't even have one for myself that I could think of off the top of my head. So
I don't look that deep into movies.
no.
No, I mean, I don't look at them. When I watch a movie, it's more of an escape. I just really get into the movie itself. and-
Right. But after you've seen the same movie,
Yeah.
X teen amount of times,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, look, I gotta find something to entertain myself here.
The only one I have is a pretty popular one. It's not like my own, but Toby from The Office is the Scranton Strangler.
That's a pretty good one. He got called to be on the jury.
All the days that they were like, oh, the Strangler did it again. He wasn't on the show on that episode.
What about the episode where they
car
see
chase?
the car chase? Was he
was there.
in the office?
Yeah, but he also goes and was on the jury and goes, no, he didn't do it. I know he didn't do it. I really believe. And he was
Right.
the only jury member. And then he goes and visits him, and the guy strangles him. And the theory is that other people on this part specifically is that he told the guy that Toby was the strangler and he's wrongfully in prison. So the guy freaked out and attacked him.
Wow. That's not bad. We talked about Lost with Rick
Yep.
Ryan, that one that they were, there was all kinds of those, fan theory. That show developed around
yeah.
fan theory. It was kind of one of the first that really attacked the
He
internet
put so much out there.
and brought everybody
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, the only other show I can think of before that had any kind of mystery or conspiracy that was X-Files and who was in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean but that show was built around that
To
concept.
have that mystery, that
So
mystique to it.
Really didn't. I mean, it's not an outliner. You know what I mean? It's
Do
not-
you guys think that writers write shows or movies with that in their head about a different show or movie to try and Easter egg on
Oh,
purpose?
yeah.
Oh, some do. Like
Definitely.
J.J. Abrams. In Lost, there's stuff that ties to his other
Godzilla,
movies,
yeah.
to Godzilla,
Yeah.
to Cloverfield.
I was thinking Breaking Bad with the whole Malcolm in the Middle tie and then the Walking Dead tie.
Yeah.
Like they kind of, those are pretty good theory. I don't know about the Walking Dead one. I'm still iffy
The
on
Walking
that.
Dead is
The Malcolm in
more
the
of a
Middle
nod.
one though, that's fucking good. You know that one, right?
Never heard it.
Malcolm in the Middle, the show.
I know
Yeah.
the show.
Right. Well, Breaking Bad, at the end of Breaking Bad, allegedly, right? Is that what it is? It's the end of Breaking Bad. He goes into witness protection, and that's Malcolm in the Middle, his family. Or is it the other way around? I don't remember
It'd
how
have to be the
Malcolm
other
in
way
the
around.
Middle
Doesn't
ended.
because he was younger.
He dies at the end of Breaking Bad, doesn't he?
I didn't see the end.
Yeah,
I only got 3
yeah.
seasons into that, so I don't know how it ends.
Well, he plans all that because
Spoiler.
he is dying.
True.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that part.
Well, they even did like I don't know what it was for, but they had a thing where he wakes up in a bed, not as Heisenberg, but as Malcolm in the Middle dad.
Yeah.
And he's like, ah. And Hiram comes over and was like, oh, calm down. It pans out, and it's the mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
And then it like cuts over, and there's the pork pie hat on the chair. And it's just like, oh. I think that started that theory.
It'd be kind of cool to pick an old movie and write something much like, like to try and tie it together a little bit, see if people pick up on it,
I think, to my knowledge, J.J. Abrams is the only one that like really drops stuff from all. Like he has his own little universe that he just
Yeah.
drops into every movie.
Right.
Like you'll see signs on the side of the building. You'll see ship.
He did
company
Star Trek,
names.
right?
Yeah.
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 He even wrote a book. I forget the name of it, but it comes with like all this like maps and these little clues that you pull out. Like it'll have like a letter in an envelope. And it's not like a giant book, but it's a regular novel size. And there's stuff that ties into Lost. There's stuff that ties into other stuff in his little universe. My buddy is a fan of J.J. Abrams, so he picked up the book. And he's like, dude, I can't even focus on the story of the book. Like,
Right.
there's so much extra shit.
Yeah.
And, like, you'll get to, like, 3 chapters in, and you'll be like, oh, man, that's that one little, like, Post-it note that was on the back. Oh, and he'll grab the Post-it note like it's a little mystery. He had a great time with it, but I don't know if he actually got done through the whole thing.
It's like national treasure in
Yeah.
real life. I'm cool with that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I like it.
That has to take so much time, though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got to be quite a process
Quite
to set in
invested.
motion. You
And
know?
to have that outlook, like, you know what I'm going to do?
I'm going to fuck with everybody.
What?
That's what he did with Lost. I'll tell you that much for sure.
I've heard so many different things about that show.
Well, originally what I heard was the two writers went to JJ Abrams and they were like, we need you on board for this. And the only way he would commit to it is if they made the island itself a character, which
Which is a weird request.
when you watch the show,
Yeah.
it makes so
much
much
more
sense
sense.
because the island itself is like, there's a lot going on, you know. There's tons of backstory that they tie together between the characters,
Yeah.
but when they're on the island or how they can leave the island and come back to it and all this, that, and the other thing.
When the show was on, like, my mental outlook on it was like, oh, okay, it's something like this. They're stranded.
Mhm.
All right, yeah, doesn't sound interesting. And I believe it was you, was like, they found a bunker. And I'm like, oh, like a war bunker? And you're like, no, there's like, they don't know if there's somebody in the bunker or like someone's running the island. And it's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
And
that's
that
pretty cool.
was a small level intrigue, but
Mhm.
overall, I was like, that just makes it like they're not trying, kind of like a scapegoat.
Well, no, in future seasons, they go on to show you 30 years prior when they build the bunker and they build all these little sites on this island to
Okay.
capture the power of it, you know. And because they like jump sideways, they jump forward, they jump backward. It's a lot.
A lot to take
Yeah,
in.
it really, you have to pay attention to it.
Now, do you think it'll have any? Because I know I forget the name of the company that's big in his everything he has. It's like an oil company or something.
I
don't know the
I don't
name
know
of
about
it,
an
but yeah.
oil
Yeah.
company.
It's-
It's on oil tankers and it's on planes and it's like a convenience store and it's
The Dharma Initiative, because that was just the
It
group
was
that went
also
to the
the
island. I
slushy
don't know.
company.
it's slushy
Slush-
company in one.
Cloverfield?
Was it Cloverfield?
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
I
But
thought
yeah.
that was a great movie.
Have you seen Cloverfield Lane?
I haven't.
So good.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's the one with Goodman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He knocks it out of the park.
I remember we went to the theater to see it, and the old lady got just like, because of all the motion, the first
Oh,
person and
yeah.
stuff, she was like, I can't
Nope.
do this. I'm like, just close your eyes for a couple minutes. It'll quit. And it doesn't.
No.
I like Abrams. He's got good work.
I agree.
I don't know what he's doing now. Does he have anything out right now?
I do believe he's working on Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yeah. He did episode 7.
Yeah.
Did not do episode 8, but I do believe he's back on episode 9.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
JJ Abrams.
Is he just going to mess it all up? Are you a Star Wars fan? I don't know.
I am a fan of Star Wars.
Is he going to fuck? Did he fuck anything up?
I think it's more
'Cause-
Disney fucks it up.
Oh, okay.
He does well with the pacing in that. Little turns, little twists, little like, oh, like he does.
Yeah.
But no, he's a fanboy too, so it's always a plus.
I saw Kevin Smith got the green light to start shooting Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
Yep.
So that'll be pretty cool. Hopefully 2020 release maybe.
Should go pretty quick.
Yeah. That'd be sweet.
Be interesting because his last few flicks have been
Different.
passion projects.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Jeez.
He's talked about that in many interviews.
Yeah.
How he did it, just like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Which is what he did for Clerks, you know, back
Yeah.
in the day.
And same thing he did for the TV series he was trying to get going. The one about running a weed shop. They're trying to almost crowdsource it. I guess there's a site that you can donate and sponsor production of show episodes.
Oh, really?
Are you talking about the show with Kathy Bates?
No.
Oh,
No.
because she runs a weed shop in the show. I didn't know if maybe he was like a producer or writer on it
No,
or something.
He wrote it a long time ago, and they shot a pilot before his heart attack, but didn't finish it.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this. Yep. Not seeing the pilot, but I remember seeing the article about it. Yeah.
I have not heard anything about this one.
You must not listen to his podcast.
Which one?
Any of them. He talks about them all.
I catch Fat Man on Batman on occasion.
It's been how long since Clerks? Has it been 25 years, I think?
94.
You
Is
were
that-
working at the
That's
video
25
store.
years, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
I miss those days. It was great when you just bring home movies. You'd be like, oh, this one's great. It's like, how do you know? It's like, I watched it 4 times at work. It's like, oh, all right then.
Hollyweed.
Hollyweed.
Yeah, okay.
Solid name. So was it more of like a show, or is it more like his secret stash?
It's a show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's scripted, scripted show.
Okay. Could be interesting.
Wonder if maybe they're on pause because that one with Kathy Bates did start. It's out. I think
Catching
it's like
on.
2 or 3 seasons deep now.
Yeah.
I never watched Weeds. Did you ever watch that show?
No.
No. I think it was a Showtime thing.
Yeah, I watched quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it good or? Oh. Do you
Yeah,
remember?
it was
Oh,
really good.
yeah?
I enjoyed it. Let's see. He wrote the pilot in 2016.
Not
And
too long ago.
I believe you can watch the pilot, as I've watched it. I forget where.
Probably YouTube.
Probably.
I think so.
Everything's on YouTube.
I don't know the name of the site that you can just essentially crowdfund. He was trying to get it going. Maybe it failed or passed. I don't know. But he couldn't get any major places to pick it up.
Surprising.
I know, right? It's Kevin Smith.
It's Kevin Smith.
Like, who wouldn't want to work with him on anything he's doing?
The marijuana industry is booming.
Right. Why don't we get to the homework for the week? Sound like a good idea?
I'm for it.
And because we had a different guest in mind, he
This is
couldn't
true.
make it because of the
The
polar
weather.
vortex
Yeah.
and car troubles, and we had to postpone recording. And then Aaron was lucky enough to sit in. So, Aaron, you're going to be the judge of our 2 winners of the web to see which one is better, unless you have your own that you'd like to bring to the table.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Of course.
absolutely what?
Yeah, that is a good point. Yeah. Do you
I'll
have
do
your
both.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I always come prepared.
So you're going to bring one to the table and then pick a winner between ours?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
own? Now, can he vote for his own?
No.
Ooh, shut
That's not
down.
very democratic of you.
No, but we could vote for his.
That's fair.
We do get a vote on yours anyways.
All right.
With all that suspense and build-up,
I
you
know.
have to go first.
Oh, no, I'll bet clean up.
Oh,
See how he is.
I know, right?
But he is the guest.
Uh-huh. Would you like the honors?
Oh, it's up to you, sir.
Okay, I'll go first.
I have a program we could use.
You do. You're not very good at that one either.
What was... I can't remember the name. Power of Love?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's champion. Championship.
I did get Kingdom up there
Very nice.
from last week.
I'm going to have to pick up some of that. That sounded really good.
There's a couple in the fridge over there. You can take them with you if you
Yeah.
want. Let me see. I have my nominee is a video, and
Oh.
it's of a child
Oh, the Bruce Lee kid.
doing the nunchucks in front of the Bruce Lee movie. Here, would you like to watch? I don't know if you've seen this or not.
I've seen it.
He is motion for motion,
Yeah.
like on point with this Bruce Lee movie. He can't be more than 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, he's young. I would say 4. It's the Way of the Dragon is the movie.
Okay.
It's the one where he fights Chuck Norris.
That kid's a badass.
He had it down.
I'm going to tell you right now, he is
Flawless.
going to be a badass. If there's a blood sport tournament for real, that little shit is going to kill everybody.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I like how on the mat they got all the tape down to show
Yeah, where
all
he
the
knows.
positions,
Yep,
yeah.
so
yep.
he doesn't bust the TV.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's impressive.
It was posted in September of 2018, so it's not the newest video, but
My story isn't the newest either.
no.
It's from January. It's a bit longer. There's a lot more backstory to this.
Was it the one you shared?
Yes, it
On
was.
the- okay.
My link disappeared. Hold on 1 second.
While you're looking for that, shout out to Marty, living it up in Peru.
You seen all the pictures?
Oh, the pictures are fantastic. I'm jealous as hell, man.
It's
I'd love to
amazing.
see it. He's down there living it up. Can't wait till he gets back. Hopefully we can get him back over here and he can share the experience with us. That'd be sweet.
That would be.
When does he do back?
I think the end of February. I think he's going for a whole month, and then he comes back, and then I believe the event that he does for the weekend. want to say it's in March or April. Oh, I can't remember. I'm sorry, Marty. We'll get it accurate and share it for sure.
All right, here we go. Better late than never. So, a gentleman out of Phoenix, Arizona, named Will Novak, was accidentally added to a group email about a bachelor party. He didn't know anybody in that email. So, on Monday, January 7th, he received the following email. Angelo's bachelor party. It's going to be January 18th through the 20th. And it breaks down like, so for attire, it says, bring your 80s attire. Ridiculous, awesome get-ups. Ask yourself, what would Angelo wear? And wear that. Don't forget to get your ski ticket if you plan on actually skiing. Here's a link provided. They're going to have group shirts made up, so make sure you write down your shirt size in the response. I need everyone to respond with their shirt size. You will receive your shirt upon arrival. Breaks down how much it's going to cost per person, $150, and it cuts down this much, this much, and this much. So it says,
Sounds like Aaron wrote the itinerary.
oh, it's very.
Bring your share, motherfucker.
So he's like, so of course I responded. Oh, I do not know who Angelo is. I am Will Novak, who lives in Arizona. Vermont seems like a very far away travel for me for a bachelor party. That being said, fuck it, count me in. From the contents of the email, Angelo sounds tremendous, and I want to help send him off in style. I hope his bride, / or groom, to be is awesome. I should note that being a desert dweller, I've only been skiing once, and I was real bad at it. I hope you all can be very patient with me on the slopes. In exchange for said patience, I can bring my new sweet Nintendo Switch so we can play in the cabin or wherever in the evenings. If Angelo isn't into video games, I'm happy to bring Sudoku puzzles or just Indian leg wrestle or whatever. I do find myself tripped up on what to wear. Clearly in the direction it says, just think of what would Angelo wear. And that's a good piece of advice, but I don't know him.
Right.
However, I got this sweet wrestling singlet worn by Hacksaw Jim Duggan that I got after a WWF event I attended in 1989. Don't ask me how, that's private. I can just wear that, though it may not be cold weather conducive. By the way, my shirt size is large. I'm 35, so not sure where that puts me in the age bracket of you guys, but yeah, I'm down. Yours in partying, Will Novak, the one in Phoenix.
That is a ballsy response to
They
an email.
responded to it. So they go, William Novak, the one in Phoenix. We all agree. We are all very excited to meet you. And you sound tremendous as well. We agree that your timely response may have been one of, if not the best, responses to an email that has ever been sent. We insist on you coming. This would surely make Angelo's day. And it goes on about where they can pick him up, and it cuts back in and says, don't worry about the video games, but please bring the Sudoku puzzles. Angelo loves those. And yes, we would prefer Indian leg wrestling. Your age of 35 fits right in, so don't worry about that. And then it goes about helping them out with the cost, because that is quite the trip going from Phoenix, Arizona to Vermont. And they were
That's
like,
a hell of a plane ride there.
oh, and you better bring that singlet. So he has a newborn baby, about 10 months old, maybe almost a year by now.
The guy in Arizona.
Yes,
okay.
Mr. Novak.
Okay.
So fundage for this trip was a little tight. So we put up a GoFundMe, hoping to bring or get to $750. Word of this spread, he got up to $4,165.
Oh, shit.
So as the news spread and spread and spread, there was a craft beer company that was like, hey, let us know what airport you land at.
Wow.
And they were like, oh, okay. And they had a dolly full of cases of beer that they wanted to donate to said bachelor party. Oh, when they asked him for in the email, I skipped over, but they asked him for a picture because they're like, dude, you sound awesome, but, just for,
right.
making sure you're not the creepy guy. So if you just send us a picture.
You're not the
or-
elephant man, right?
Yeah, or a serial killer, maybe a link to your Facebook, and, we can check you out real quick.
Grand Strangler.
The picture he chose to send was a picture of him from the 4th grade doing karate. And they were like, oh, by the way, that's going on the bachelor party shirt.
That's some Bill Fierce shit right there. Send that kind of picture.
So
he goes,
he goes.
right? Did they meet him at the airport with a bunch of 2x4s? Because that would be fucking
No.
awesome. Oh.
They did, however, say that once they agreed upon what airport to go to, that, oh, you can't miss us. You'll find us. They were decked out in, I'm trying to think of the word. It's very 80s neon snowsuits, ski suits, like the jacket and pants.
Yeah, okay. Like
There's-
windbreaker outfits, kind of?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's pictures.
Oh, send the links.
And one of the gentlemen, the other Will Novak, was wearing a T-shirt that says "The Real," and in quotations, Will Novak.
There was 2 dudes named Will Novak?
That's how he got invited because they messed up on the email.
Oh, that makes
'Cause
so much more sense now.
Their buddy William, who goes by Bill,
Oh.
they messed up his and sent it to this random Will Novak.
So
That's how-
Bill Novak is their friend, but
Yeah.
they put it under Will, so this guy got tagged. Wow, that's so wild. Now, this is a circumstance where the internet is awesome because it brought
Yes.
people together in a situation where it would never happen before, you know?
Only thing that would have made it better is if he took that extra he made over on the GoFundMe.
And he gave it to the bride and groom.
Oh, did he?
He did.
Fuck yeah.
All the excess.
That's got to be better than anything you were going to say.
I was gonna pay an appearance fee for Hacksaw Jim Duggan to be at the bachelor party.
Okay, I take that back.
That would have been awesome.
I take that back. The bride might have been pissed, but I take back what I just said. Yes, because that would have been sweet.
You imagine him, like, they're all
He
thinking
comes
they're going to
pulling up.
surprise him, and he rolls off the plane with Hacksaw Jim Duggan, like, let's do this.
That is epic.
Dude, we got to do something like this. You know what I mean? Like some kind of crazy stunt like that where we can. I guess it just has to be. It just has to
Yeah, that's
happen,
like the-
right? I mean, you don't plan something.
Yeah,
like
I don't think you
this.
can plan
Yeah.
that.
It's like the perfect happenstance. Like, everything just happened to go perfectly for that random.
I remember seeing a story on Facebook of a couple of younger guys that they got mixed up. Aaron's looking at the pictures right now. My turn.
Reminds
Oh,
me
that's
of, like,
beautiful.
that movie, like, what, Ski School
Yeah,
or
that's
something
beautiful.
like that?
That looks like a gnarly group hanging out in an airport if I've ever seen one.
So he said when they finally got to the cabin, they opened the door, and the groom, Angelo, was on top of a bass drum with, he didn't specify what kind of fireworks, but there were fireworks going on around him while he was playing a guitar to some metal music. And he was like, if that's not the fucking most badass way to get introduced to the groom-to-be
Yes.
of the bachelor party you were accidentally invited to, I don't know what is.
This is epic. That's an epic story right there. Holy cow.
They should just start a company doing bachelor parties.
On his Twitter. Since this has blown up so big, there have been people, some guys from the Ukraine were like, hey, you feel like coming out to a bachelor party in May? And he's like, done. I don't know if he's actually, I hope he does.
That
And
would-
then another guy's
yeah.
like, so here's the deal. I want to start a company where I just send you to bachelor parties. Like have
The
somebody.
William Novak experience.
Yeah. Just have someone in the party contacts the company and it's like, hey, is he available?
We want you.
Then they don't tell anybody. He just shows up like, hey,
Yeah.
Will here.
It's pretty fucking good.
That's awesome.
He was not invited to the wedding, though. And he was okay with that because he understood.
Right.
But
Here's a $3,000 gift, and I'm not invited to your wedding.
there's an exotic
Should have
car.
bought Hacksaw Jim Duggan, goddammit.
There was an exotic car rental place that donated a Maserati for them. They got offered
one?
free tattoos. They got offered a bunch
Cases
of
of
free
beer.
stuff. Yeah, they went out to different bars and they got to drink for free. Like,
Oh, my goodness.
on his Twitter and social media, he'd be like, "Oh, we're at this place, blah blah blah." He got invited to the Yum Yum Tree, which is like a bar or something out in Australia. They were like, "Oh, come on down. There's a big festival going on this time of the year." And he's like, "Sold." If I was him, you could ride this wave for the rest of your life.
So he's like the yodeling Walmart kid right now.
Pretty much,
Right?
yeah.
Like he's
and he looks like the adult version of that kid.
he's going to catch that little wave for 3 to 6 months, maybe probably not 6, right? I mean, that's Well, I don't know. I mean, if I was having a
If he keeps
bachelor
coming up
party,
with badass stories like this,
I'd bring him in
hey,
for sure.
Why not?
What I was going to say real quick is I saw a thing on Facebook. A couple of younger guys got invited through Facebook somehow to a bridal shower, and they ended up, or the birth of a baby or something, and they went to the hospital and met
Oh,
the
wow.
family and stuff. Yeah, it was one of them feel-good stories, you know. Not quite as intense as Mr. Novak's. That's amazing.
He did bring quite the powerful white snowsuit or whatever it was, but it had rainbow stripes all over it.
You showed
And
me
a
the
red,
one
white, and blue
picture.
fanny pack.
Was there a picture of him in the Hacksaw Jim Duggan get up or not?
Not that I can find.
Okay. Maybe that's on their Patreon.
Patreon After Dark.
It's gonna be a movie.
They should. He should sell the movie rights.
Wow, yeah.
Get Bill
We
Murray
can't
to
even yell
play.
trademark.
We can. It's his. Yeah.
Damn it.
We can, however,
Advise him to get Bill Murray in it. Yes,
get
for
in touch
sure.
with him over the power of social media and be like, hey, you know what you should do? Snag up those rights, buddy. Drop a line to Bill Murray.
Yeah, for sure. Get
Maybe-
on Twitter. Let's
maybe
do
Ed
this.
Helms. He might be good in that role.
That's not bad, yeah. You know, for Angelo's character, they'd probably get like Wahlberg or something.
Yeah. Oh, then you had to have Will Ferrell in there somewhere.
Oh, jeez. The movie writes itself.
It's
folks.
writing
I mean,
itself.
really.
Yeah, come on. Come on. So with that, I say top that.
Yeah, right. You're going to have to bring something
Yeah.
really awesome.
I don't think it's gonna be up there. Yeah. Well, we'll give it a go. It was local, so this
Oh,
this
all right.
is what
Okay.
what really
All right.
piqued my interest. Have you heard of the University of Farmington?
No.
I have not.
You have not.
Nope.
So it is a university that was created in Michigan by Homeland Security
Lovely.
Oh.
as part of a immigration sting.
Really?
Whoa.
So they created the fake University of Michigan to attract foreign nationals. They wanted to use student status to extend their U.S. visas.
Wise.
Yeah. So
Whoa.
Was it fully accredited?
so the well, actually no, it was not created by Homeland Security.
No. Okay. Utilized.
It was utilized to give them the extended visas in a pay-to-play scheme that Homeland Security caught on to because it was just an office in an office complex.
Okay. All right.
So there was 8 recruiters that are now under arrest and dozens to hundreds of people enrolled that could face charges and deportation.
Whoa.
The operation began at the beginning of 2015.
3 years?
3 years they've been tracking this down.
Well, 4, technically.
So the university's owners and staff, agents from Homeland Security Investigations work with the recruiters to gather false student records, including transcripts, all the stuff that they needed to deceive immigration authorities, according to the indictment. So they operated within, Homeland Security worked with Immigration and Customs, and they arrested 8 men that, under charges of conspiracy to defraud the United States.
That's a big one.
Yeah, that's not a good one.
Whoa.
So 6 of them were from Metro Detroit, 1 Florida, 1 Virginia.
Ooh, Virginia, you're in the news lately.
Yeah.
Watch
Florida.
out. Yeah, Florida. I mean, that's
So these 8 men assisted at least 600 foreign citizens to remain illegally and re-enter.
whoa.
Wow.
So they were paying sums ranging from $5,000 to $20,000 each trip.
Oh.
It's a lot of bread.
Yeah. So they collectively profited in excess of $250,000 in the 3 years. Wow. That they've been running it. So the University of Farmington advertised itself on a website as being endorsed by the Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges, and says it was approved by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Student and Exchange Visitor Program to enroll them. But that was not true.
Maury Povich.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, that was right here in Michigan.
Right here in our backyard. Holy cow.
I wonder how many people like randomly found that online and applied and then got denied. Like, fuck, I can't even get into the University of Farmington.
What's wrong with me?
You know?
Their website was
That
registered.
was my safety school.
was registered in 2016. And named
Wait. Say that again.
2016.
Was when
The website was
The
registered.
website was registered
for the
So
school.
a year after it started.
I was going to say a
Yeah.
year after the sting was started, right?
Yeah, named Dr. Ned Roberts as its administrative contact.
Ned the head.
Its office,
Got him.
its office sat along a leafy parkway in Farmington Hills. It was
They can
on
afford
the
the rent, no
second
problem.
floor next to a realty company.
They better start digging into that realty records too.
Yeah. I wonder what their course schedule was like.
But yeah,
Wow.
that's pretty crazy. That story just I just broke 3 days ago.
That might be the wildest thing I've heard in a couple of days.
For Michigan, yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you count like the people up at Texas Roadhouse stabbing each other.
You know, I heard something about that.
I did not.
Yeah, somebody got stabbed up there.
in Taylor.
Jeez, oh Pete.
2 coworkers got into it and one stabbed the other
A knife fight in the kitchen.
at the Texas Roadhouse.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
but-
crap.
I was thinking, like, was it like during like
I
dinner
said
hours?
no more
or-
bread. You know what happened?
You took
was-
my tips,
Dude,
Becky.
I bet it was in the middle of a happy birthday song to one of the patrons.
You know what happened? It was one sitting there on their break, and they walked by and be like, "Oh, the ship sinks." Throwback to spoiling book endings from the Antarctica Russians.
Hope you enjoyed that long pause of me trying to figure out what the hell that was. But I got it now.
I like the birthday song scenario better myself,
Oh,
but
yeah.
whatever, you know. Becky's out of tune.
I was thinking
knife
more
in
of
the
like
gut.
a after work fight club that got out of hand.
Oh, like in Myers parking lot
Well, but possibly in the kitchen.
or in the
You know,
kitchen.
privacy.
Sure.
You know. I heard you want to be assistant manager. You got to take that towel, Becky. Just drops a steak knife. Pick it up. Everyone starts clapping.
Two of them fall out of her her cuffs. Ready to go. The winner gets Sub-Zero. Well, I'm gonna raise a bottle to Mr. Will Novak and the winner of the web for the week. That's my vote.
Clearly,
Yeah,
I think it's
So,
unanimous.
We'll go ahead and cheers to that story. That was amazing.
I hope he locks down those movie rights. Really, really do.
What a story, man! Oh man.
That's life. That's living right there.
and you guys go down to the auto show?
No.
No.
Probably a good thing.
The German measles.
Yes.
What?
Somebody went down to the auto show. Had,
Rubella.
yeah.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
Yeah, you just
Sat in a car.
sore
Rubbed
throat,
all in the
some
seat.
fever,
Corinthian leather.
incredibly bad body rash.
Yeah.
Coughed all over the
Pain.
steering wheel.
No, I'm good. I want to see that new
Let me
F-150.
turn the radio knob. Oh, gross.
Do the door handles, are they scratch and sniff? The visor didn't taste like nothing.
Like,
I
why is that
licked
guy
it.
using the trunk as a scratch post? I don't know what's going. Where's the models and security? What's going on
Sir,
here?
that's a $250,000 car. No, it's still good. Still good.
The only thing I know about the auto show is this is the last year in the winter. Next year it goes to June, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it goes
Okay.
to summertime, spring, summertime.
Probably
event.
get more traffic out of that.
I imagine they'll plan it around a Tigers home weekend or something. You know.
I don't think anyone wants to travel to Michigan during a polar vortex.
I know.
Like, yeah, I can see those cars online. It's fine.
Did Tesla have anything there? Do
I
you
don't
know?
I didn't go.
No. Well, I don't know if maybe you read something. You know.
No. I think they're more focused about the rockets these days.
Did you see on Twitter there was a dad of a son that was writing? The son was writing a paper on the exploration of Mars and how Tesla's putting together a ship, and the kid wanted to know how many people they could fit on it. So dad's like tweets at Elon Musk, "Hey, my kid's writing a paper on this. We want to know how many people be on it." And he responded, and
Oh.
and I saw it was a caption on Instagram. It was like, "How freaked out do you think this teacher is when he quotes Elon Musk?"
No, here's the tweet. You've seen the pictures of that rocket he made, right? The one that looks like a 1950s style rocket.
I saw the picture of them putting it together or something. Maybe. Though you're talking about the one he's doing right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were like putting the engine in it or something. I saw a picture.
That was the one they were talking about.
Yeah.
Said it's designed to hold 100 Mars-bound travelers.
Huh.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
You imagine the teacher reading it. According to Elon Musk. Yeah, right. That's plagiarism.
Can you cite your work? Yeah, Elon Musk. Like he
In the
tweeted my
references,
dad.
it's a picture of the tweet.
Oh, yeah, right. So you think they're going to like take like some kind of inflatable dome to get started?
I'm not. Have you seen the movie Martian with
Matt Damon?
Yeah, Matt.
No, I have not.
Really good movie.
Yeah,
Was
you
it?
should watch it.
Yeah,
Space Pirates.
technically.
So is it an inflatable dome? Is that where you were going with this, or
Kind of.
okay,
It's not
like a
really
soft
like,
plastic
Yeah.
style? Okay,
Really nice ice fishing shanty.
Yeah, from what? Who was it? Neil.
Tyson DeGrassi.
Yeah, I always
Or
mix up.
Degrassi
his-
Tyson. Yeah, I
one
always,
of the two.
yeah.
He said that's probably the
The
most
most-
accurate.
Scientifically, like they had everything. Like no, they did their homework.
That if that was going to happen, that's one of the most likely ways that it would happen.
Yeah. I really enjoyed towards the end when he pokes a hole in his thumb or his palm, like Iron Man.
Yeah.
I was like, but it actually showed that you can't control that.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh, really good movie.
Put it on the homework.
There you go.
These botanists keep telling him how to grow potatoes.
He's like, I'm the greatest botanist of Mars. He's the yeah, without spoiling it.
worth a watch.
Oh yeah,
Great movie.
Is it a super long movie though?
No.
not super
Okay,
long
good.
though.
All right.
No, but it's entertaining the
Yeah,
whole way
it keeps
through.
your interest
Yeah.
because you're just like, dang. Oh, look at him.
Life on Mars. Good luck, kids.
And I really like the part where the lady's trying to break down to her superior. Well, technically, he says maritime law. Yeah, he's a pirate. I get it. Tell Blondebeard that he needs to do this.
All right. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Recommend it, sir.
Yeah.
The wife will like it too.
There's not a bunch of wiener in it, is there?
No.
Okay, good.
Is that the only kind of movie she likes?
No, but it's just the way you said it. Like, oh, the wife will like it too, you know?
No, I was just that way you could use it as
Oh, well, yeah.
instead of watching in your own time, you could
I'll be the one to fall asleep, not her.
probably.
Movies.
We can get Jeannie on here to do a book report,
Would you go to Mars? If given the opportunity.
knowing that there's no way to come back.
What if there's a way to come back?
There isn't right now.
Okay. Let's
Wait.
let's hypothetically
now-
jump a couple
well,
years into the future. And
Under Mr. Elon Musk's plan right now, it's a one-way trip.
right. Let's say 30 years from now, you got the opportunity.
Yeah.
You know, you're up there in age. You're like, fuck it. Let's go see what Mars is like.
I wouldn't.
No?
No.
Not 30 years from now, no.
20. 15.
Now.
Now?
Yeah, but now it's a no way back. I'm trying to make the scenario to where you can go and possibly
yeah, but like 30 years, I'm
return.
going to be like 60. It's like, I'm just going to hang out there. Like,
Well, yeah, spend a week,
spend a weekend.
come back 3 weeks later
Get
because
your
of
ass to
whatever the
Mars.
time difference
Yeah.
is there, and you're like, hey, yo, I was at Mars. It's pretty cool.
Saw Total Recall.
Yeah.
Never ends up good. End up talking to some guy with an alien in his belly, and shit just goes downhill.
I don't think I'd go personally.
I would not
No.
not with my kids here. 30 years, they're probably married, have their own kids, got grandkids.
You'd finally have some free time by then.
Probably not. I'm a firm believer in just keep moving. I mean, shit. With everything I got going on now, when I can finally give it up, I'm not. I'm still going to probably be working 7 days a week.
I was just going to say I wouldn't go because I don't like flying, but
That'd be a totally different experience, though, than an airplane. Maybe. Who knows?
Either way, I'm off the ground. I don't like it. So,
I was reading an article about I do not recall which astronaut, but he snuck. I think it was one of the first ones that snuck a corned beef sandwich onto the shuttle, which went against like all protocols.
Oh, yeah.
'cause
There's
it-
so
like,
much
in
that
his
could
helmet.
go bad.
I don't know where, but yeah, I was
There
reading.
could be
that-
bacteria. There could be
Yeah,
it's
so much wrong,
uncontrolled.
and he snuck a fucking sandwich onto the spacecraft.
I know, like, astronauts have taken some shit up there, like random stuff. like golf clubs, golf balls, rolls of coins, come back and like give them away to people. Like, oh, this was on the moon. Oh, this, hey.
Yeah.
But a corned beef sandwich?
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, back in the days that they were doing that, they were strict, but there was a lot. You were a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot easier to get around stuff.
they were making the rules.
They
then.
didn't know as much.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They were still figuring everything out.
Yeah, I thought that was a really weird
I'm like,
story.
how did they figure that? Like
Now it's like
randomly throughout
rule
the mission,
number
you just
4.
start like hearing munching on their microphone and be like, "Hey Tim, what's that noise?" Like, roast beef sandwich.
No outside food or beverage on the shuttle.
No food or drink on this ride. Please keep all arms and legs inside the cabin. All right, let's say you did.
John Young
John Young.
snuck a corned beef sandwich into space. Apollo 16.
Salute.
Yeah, good on you.
For a small, he was also known as, or remembered for a small scandal when he triggered a sneaky act smuggling a corned beef sandwich into space.
When was this? Apollo 16?
Apollo
What was
16.
that?
Late 70s? No.
Let's see. Oh no, John Young and Gus Grissom flew on the first crewed Gemini flight, Gemini 3, on March
Yeah.
23rd, 65.
Ooh, 65.
But Apollo 16 would have to.
No, it wasn't 16. It
Right,
was Gemini
right.
3.
Oh, it was Gemini 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's
That would make more sense.
Apollo
'cause it's like-
16. He moonwalked, and his role as commander of the first space shuttle mission.
nice.
All right, so cheers to John Young for that corned beef sandwich in space, buddy.
Now, is he the first intergalactic smuggler?
Maybe on record,
Yeah.
unless anybody brought something back before he took something to
That's true,
space.
yeah.
I don't know.
I'd like to believe he is.
Yeah. We'll give him the CHC credit for it until proved wrong, you know. I'm good with that. Cheers to it, buddy.
Yeah.
This week's beer of the week, which is from Atwater Brewery
And
and, yes, co-venture.
Jagged Mountain Craft Brewing out of Denver, Colorado.
Well, I picked it up because of the name. I'll be honest.
It's a good name. It's a catchy name. Hey Diddle Diddle.
It's good beer.
It is. It's pretty tasty. So it is a pale wheat ale, 4.8%. Nothing too bad. It's very light, brewed with apricots, blood oranges, and a hint of Belgian yeast and rose petals. I did not taste the rose petals, but my palate may not be as refined as some other people's.
When was the last time you chewed on a rose petal?
Ah, man.
You know, I was like, I don't know what that's supposed to taste like.
It's very, like I said, light. It's easy sipping. It's an all-day drinker.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a good summertime beer.
Mm-hmm.
Good to watch some football on.
It is light, like you said.
Yeah,
It's definitely not as heavy as some of the other things we've
It's
had.
a bit fizzy
Mm-hmm.
on the initial taste,
Yep.
and then on more the aftershock, I guess.
Undertones.
After you get past that first little jab of fizz, then I do get a little bit of like the sweet orange. I don't know about apricot though, or the rose petal,
Yeah.
but it's in there.
I'll take their word for it.
I trust that water.
Yep. And you said the other brewery was out of Colorado, correct?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Jagged Mountain.
Jagged Mountain. Cool. It's good stuff. Like I said, I picked it up because of the name. It was something new I haven't seen in the store.
It's
So,
true. That's the first time I've seen it too.
I was in the store around the corner here about a week and a half ago, and they got a shipment in, and there was like 4 or 5 new beers that I hadn't seen yet. So I took a bunch of pictures on my phone. And when I went in there tonight, I started scrolling through them like, oh, yeah, I'll take that one. I saw Dark Horse has cans now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got 2 new beers come out in cans. One was a black ale or a black imperial ale or something. I don't know. It had a donkey on the can.
Always interesting.
And then there was another one right next to it. They were like 9.5 or something in a 12-ounce can. I'm like, holy shit, dude. I'm going to steer clear of that one for a little while, especially in these late starts, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That might be a bit much, but we'll get there eventually.
Now, since Aaron brought it up a couple days ago, I've been seeing it all over social media. The Dragon Mead, the white.
Yeah. Did you see they came out with a double two-hearted ale?
I did.
Yeah. I want to try that one, too.
That's got to be a kick in the mouth.
Right. Because that was hoppy.
That was very hoppy. And if you want to do a double, whew, I wonder if they would put, I don't know, the packaging, if they would spice it up a bit because it's the double.
It looked like the orange was brighter, and I saw a picture on the web there. I haven't seen it in stores yet. I don't know if it's out, but
Had to keep an eye out on that one.
until then, cheers to Atwater
And
Jagged Mountain.
Jagged Mountain,
Appreciate it.
solid product.
Before we get out of here, shall we spin the wheel?
Ah, yes, for homework.
Go ahead and give it a go. You want to go first? I'll go first.
The anticipation builds.
Number 2 again.
Always number 2.
Number 2 again. How many winners of the web do I have to find? Could be worse. I could get Reddit again, like he's gonna. 5.
Dealer's choice?
Is it? I haven't seen a 5 before. We have to get the paper
I
out.
know that.
Shit.
Maybe it's a freebie.
I don't even know where I have the paperwork. Holy shit!
It's one of each.
Oh, God.
Bring the noise.
The sample platter.
Spinner's choice.
Spinner's choice.
So you have Reddit, winner of the web, article from the Facebook group, or Florida people.
I'm going to take an article from the Facebook group.
Okay.
We've been putting up some quality content on there
Yeah.
as of late.
Who knows
Aaron's
what
been
the next?
littering it.
Yeah, you have been.
Well, we need some more listeners to start throwing some stories on there.
That's true.
All right, so you're gonna take the Facebook community group article.
I am indeed.
Yeah, we'll see what the next week has in store for that.
Oh, there should be some interesting stories.
There should be, especially if Aaron's on his game again.
Oh, yeah. Maybe some more sad Drew Brees memes out there.
Wah, wah, wah.
Poor guy.
All right, well, it's been a productive evening.
I like to think so.
Episode 67. It's been fun.
Looking onward to 68 with our special guest.
Another one.
Oh, my gosh.
Aaron, appreciate you coming by again.
Anytime.
Anything last you want to throw out the listeners there?
Nah, I think I'm good.
You good? Okay. You good?
I'm good.
I'm good too. Shout out to Bill Murray.
Mr. Novak.
Mr. Novak. Oh, shit. Let's get that guy on the horn, man. Let's get him down here for a party. I like it.
Block party.
Episode 100.
There it is.
Shall see.
We'll just call it a bachelor party just to get him on the plane.
Doesn't have to be a bachelor party.
Yeah,
him.
hey, Price is right.
It's a party. It's a block party.
All right, so until next week, we will see everybody then, huh?
Try to avoid any more polar vortexes.
Stay warm.
Jeannie, have you seen The Martian?
Matt Damon.
He's on Mars.
Know what you're talking about.
John
No,
wants
I
to watch it
haven't.
with you.
No, wait.